Lavaca County.
My name is Peyton Possock.
And my name's Olivia Weezer. Welcome back to Have You Heard? It's time for some local news.
Attention citizens of Lavaca County. Make sure to cast your votes on Election Day, March 3rd from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The following precincts will vote at their assigned polling location.
Precinct 101, Lavaca County Courthouse. Precinct 102, Senior Citizen Center. Precinct 119, Vienna Baptist Church.
Precinct 208, Moravia Parish Hall. Precinct 223, Moulton Community Center. Precinct 231, Lavaca County Courthouse Annex.
Precinct 309, Shiner Baptist Church. Precinct 311, Sweet Home Community Center.
Precinct 329, Shiner Hofi and Link Public Library. Precinct 416, Hope Community Center. Precinct 430, Yoka Methodist Church.
Make sure to cast your ballots next week.
Here at HBNN, we have been celebrating National Scholastic Journalism Week all week. This week honors student journalists and advisors who make it possible for students to pursue their dreams in journalism. We're passing it over to Brianna and Kennedy for more on this amazing week.
My name is Brianna Mickish with the Hallsville Brema News Network. National Scholastic Journalism Week is an annual celebration held in February, honoring student reporters and their dedicated advisors. Students at Hallettsville promote their work, such as yearbooks, newspapers, and podcasts. This week is celebrated in honor of allowing students their right to report on issues without censorship and the dedication of the journalism students.
I think journalism is very important, especially for high school kids. They're naturally inquisitive anyway, and I think having them learn the confidence to go ask questions and to interview people who may be intimidating is a great way for them to educate themselves. I think journalism is an equalizer. I think if we have honest, true press, that the kids are going to be able to make educated decisions and don't buy into all that fake news and stuff that's out there.
This has been Brianna Mickish with the Hallsville Brema News Network.
Thank you, Kennedy and Brianna.
Also, speaking of National Scholastic Journalism Week, HBNN also got their very own day in Lavaca County. Luke, Xander, and Joseph had the latest on the proclamation.
With this week being Scholastic Journalism Week, Lavaca County recognized HBNN by declaring February 26th HBNN Day. Scholastic journalism does more than report school news. It gives students a real voice. Through stories on campus issues, local events, and decisions that affect their peers, student journalists help keep their communities informed and connected.
HBNN has impacted me because it's prepared me for my degree that I want to do after high school. It's given me communication skills, being able to talk to people, the chamber president in town, or even the mayor. It's also given me opportunities to go outside, just Hallettsville. I've gotten the opportunity to go to Nashville and Philadelphia for conferences. It's trained me in just being able to talk to people and be able to write, compete in competitions.
Being a part of HBN has presented me opportunities I would have never had before, like getting to travel to multiple states, getting to compete against many different people, and getting to present at national conventions. All these opportunities are preparing me for college, the workforce, and to move on in life and get to know things. I think journalism gives a voice to those who don't have one, where we could spread stories and ideas to each other.
Their reporting encourages transparency, sparks important conversations, and even inspires change. By asking questions and telling honest stories, scholastic journalism doesn't just reflect the community, it helps strengthen it. Thank you, Lavaca County, for supporting scholastic journalism. Now back to Peyton and Olivia.
The Hallettsville FCCLA chapter has had a very successful past weekend, with many students qualifying for state and even one getting elected as a regional officer. Now to Trent and Isabel on FCCLA.
On February 19th through 21st, 14 kids went to Galveston to either compete, run for officer, or finish their final officer term for FCCLA. During their time there, the kids went to Rainforest Cafe, went to go compete in their separate events, went to watch freshman Rhea Kirkman run for the regional officer position, and attended the 5 o'clock meeting in which Rhea was elected as the region officer of parliamentary law and motivational speaker Brandon White appeared as a guest speaker to inspire the FCCLA community. He also has everything to say to everyone watching this video.
This is Brandon White, and I came here to help you all unlock the power of your leadership and own it, because you got amazing things to do in this world, and you're amazing people, so own it.
In the end, 8 other kids advanced to state in their separate events and will compete on April 9th through 11th. Congratulations to everyone advanced. This has been Isabel Rivera and Trent Buchek. Now back to you, Peyton and Olivia.
Thank you, Trent and Isabel.
Now to Nora, Katie, and Alyssa on toxic relationships.
This is Nora Dean and Cadence McLeod with the Hallettsville Brahma News Network.
After a presentation from Seguin Thriving Hearts, we will now interview students on their experience with dating and toxic relationships.
Some of the red flags I've experienced while dating in the past relationships have probably been manipulation, gaslighting, and just self-sabotage and just putting the other person down in the relationship, and also like overprotection and things like that. Like watching who I follow on Instagram, telling me I have to block certain people and things like that.
Some green flags in my relationship is that we rarely ever argue. It's because we trust each other, and I guess we understand each other really well.
I think the best thing, if you are in a toxic relationship or a relationship that you don't think is the healthiest place for you to be, is to make sure that you have a support system. And I don't mean just going and venting to friends. You probably need to have an adult that you trust and can talk to that can help walk you through the steps of how to get out of it, because it is not an easy situation to get out of.
These are signs of toxic relationships.
This has been Nora Dean and Cadence McLeod with the Hallettsville Brahma News Network.
All right, that's all for the local news. Now we're heading to Eli Ferguson for a Brahma and Lady Brahma sports update.
Welcome to Sports on Have You Heard? I'm Eli Ferguson, and here's your recap of everything happening in Brahma and Lady Brahma athletics over the past few weeks. Brahma and Lady Brahma basketball has come to an end. Congrats on a great season. On the soccer pitch, the Hallettsville Brahmas have faced ups and downs, falling to the El Campo Ricebirds and the Bay City Black Cats, but earning key district wins over the Palacios Sharks and Wharton Tigers. As the first half of district wraps up, Hallettsville is fighting to keep its playoff hopes alive. Lady Brahma soccer is off to a strong season, earning district wins over the Palacios Sharks, Calhoun Sand Crabs, Columbus Cardinals, and Rice Consolidated Raiders, plus a 2-2 draw with the Wharton Tigers. Despite tough losses to El Campo and Bay City, Hallettsville stays in the playoff contention. Hallettsville Brahma baseball is undefeated in tournament play and rolling with confidence. The Brahmas look to keep the streak alive as district play heats up. Hallettsville Lady Brahma softball is having an up and down season with some decisive wins and decisive losses in tournament play. They hope to get it figured out as district play approaches. Hallettsville Brahma's track team kicked off the season with an impressive first meet, highlighted by standout individual performances. Landon Bones stole the spotlight by shattering the school record in the 800-meter dash, setting a high bar for the rest of the season. Hallettsville Powerlifting is competing at regionals this week. They hope to have a strong tournament performance. Brahma Golf is having a strong season with a third-place finish and a first-place finish at the first 2 tournaments of the season. With strong individual placements throughout the year, they hope to make a deep run this year. Brahma and Lady Brahma Tennis recently competed in multiple tournaments, having good individual results. They hope to continue their solid play in tournaments to come. I'm Eli Ferguson, and that's all for Sports on Have You Heard? Now back to Peyton and Olivia.
Thank you, Eli.
Let's go to Avery for the latest weather forecast.
Good morning, Lavaca County. My name is Avery Woodring with the Hallettsville Brahma News Network, here with your weather forecast. Starting off on Saturday, you can expect a sunny day with a high of 82 and a low of 61. Sunday will be bright as well, with a high of 80 and a low of 58, perfect for a fun weekend outside. Going into the week, the sunshine will stay for a few days. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday will be sunny, with highs in the 70s and lows in the 50s. Thursday, we will start to see some rain that will continue into Sunday night. Thursday through Sunday, highs will be in the 70s and 80s and lows in the 50s and 60s. Thank you so much for tuning into the Weather Outlook. I hope you enjoy this next week's weather. This has been Avery Woodring with the Hallettsville Brahma News Network. Now back to Peyton and Olivia.
Lastly, Let's hear from Nora and Gabe for the newest ag updates.
Hey there, Lavaca County. Welcome back to Ag in Your World, brought to you by the Hallettsville FFA. My name is Gabriel Dodson.
And my name is Nora Dean. Welcome back, everyone. We're so excited to have you here with us for this week's installment.
Our next FFA meeting will be on March 23rd, and it will be our annual kickball tournament.
Please get SAE record books turned in as soon as possible.
The Buyer's Appreciation Meal from HJLS is on Thursday, March the 5th at the Hallettsville Casey Hall.
Lone Star Degree Help is at lunch on Wednesday with Miss Haas.
Congratulations to our FFA members who competed in the San Antonio Beef Cattle Skillathon. Jake Ressler got reserve champion, Ashlyn Puska got 5th, and Abby Ressler got 6th.
Our shooting sports team competed at the San Antonio Junior Sporting Clay Shoot, and Jesse Whitley got 2nd place Lewis class.
Good luck to all our exhibitors who will be showing at the San Antonio Stock Show over the coming days.
Now it's time for the Market Day Report. Live cattle are trading at $2.45 per pound, and feeder cattle are trading at $3.76 per pound. The corn market is up right now with prices at $4.26 per bushel.
Every week, we like to shine a spotlight on one of our FFA members. This week's spotlight goes to junior member Ashlyn Puska. She competes in the FFA Quiz and Senior Skills LDEs, attending area for both. She went to state for the meats judging and farm business management CDEs and earned 9th in the state for farm business management. Every spring, she competes in speaking development events and went to area last year. She currently serves as the chapter secretary and as head of the Booster Meal Committee. She shows commercial steers in Houston and San Antonio and commercial heifers and rabbits at HJLS. She's a very active member in our FFA chapter, constantly attending community events and functions.
Mexico came to an agreement with the U.S. to address the shortfall in water deliveries it owes the U.S. according to the Texas Farm Bureau. Mexico committed to repaying outstanding water debts occurred between 2020 and 2025 after Mexico failed to make all of the deliveries required under the 1944 Water Treaty. The announcement followed a call last month between the U.S. President Trump and Mexico President Claudia Sheinbaum, in which the leaders resolved to work together on the water management challenge. The Trump administration stated that the two countries will hold monthly meetings to ensure delivery and prevent future deficits.
Thank you for listening in on Ag in Your World, brought to you by the Hallettsville FFA. We hope to see you back for our next episode, which will air on March 13th on Have You Heard? Now, back to Peyton and Olivia.
Thank you, Nora and Gabe. Before we close, we want to say a special thank you to our sponsors.
Edward Jones, Walpole Services, Sweet Home Sand and Gravel, LMB Construction,
the Matheson Family, 361 Fitness, Hallettsville Pre-Owned, Splashway, K&L Tumbletown,
Profield Services, Everything Under the Sun, Lavaca Chiropractic, Texas Elite Therapy, CH Graphics, Dr. Everett Ringer, and Hallettsville First Baptist Church.
If you or your company are interested in sponsoring us, please contact our advisor, Christy Opiella, at 361-798-2242, extension 384.
That is all we have for you today. We are wishing everyone a wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining us for this week's edition of Have You Heard?